What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails Through Daybreak 2. Last time we started part 1 of Act 2, which has us with Van's group here in Langport once again, and things are already getting crazy. We're obviously with Aaron, Reset, and Ferry here, helping to uncover this plot that seems to exist about something going on. Ashen's father was wrongfully arrested for tax evasion, which he would never do, and then Old Man Gian was poisoned. So someone is trying to start some kind of business here, which they believe it had to be someone on the inside. So for right now, we're going to gather info while doing 4 SPGs. But we are also going to look for the entrance to the Martian Garden again, because we did unlock a new floor. Floor 4, so we're gonna go ahead and handle that. I'm not gonna do every single time like I did before, where, you know, I do 3 runs of each floor. I'll probably wait for every 2 or 3 floors to be unlocked, and then just find like a 2-hour period where I'm not gonna be recording, that I can redo all 3 floors. But yeah, so I'll probably wait until we're pretty much done with Act 2, and however many floors, oh, there it is. However many floors we have at the end of Act 2, that's what I'll just, you know, go back and kind of grind it. But let's go inside quick. I assume these 3 with us are going to have access. Yep, thus additional members were added to the Martian Garden.
Sensei これで馴染みの顔ぶれが全員集合ってとこか。
仮想空間ってのは微妙に味気ねえが、これはこれでありか。
はい、アニエスさん、それに皆さんも。そんな長い間離れていたわけじゃないのに、顔を見られてとっても嬉しいです。フェリちゃん、皆さんもお元気そうで安心しました。アニエス様の方こそ。首都でも大変な状況の中奮闘されているとか、並行して学芸祭の準備に事務作業まで本当にお疲れ様です。いい機会ですから、リゼットさんのマニュアルを参考に勉強させていただいています。スウィン君とナーディアちゃんもいろいろと手伝ってくれていますし。
そういえばアーロンさんたちと顔を合わせるのは初めてなんだっけ。
裏解決や代行のお二人ですね。お噂はかねがね。お会いできて嬉しいです。
ああ、よろしく頼む。
They said you had some business in Edith, but filling in for Van on the side, that's a real nutcase move. Word is you've been through hell more than once, but it looks to me like you came out the other end a lot tougher for it. Wow. So the former members of the Garden Cat is out of the bag, huh? Our old titles are way behind us, though. We're still workshopping newer, cuter ones. But for now, just think of us as the ex-Imperial picnicking front. Picnicking? So you walked through the Empire and ate food? Exactamundo, we were a group of elite gourmands who roamed Erebonia in search of the best dishes to satiate our highly discerning palates. Oh, it's so cool. Not to mention inaccurate. Well, maybe not entirely. You guys did stroll around scarfing down everything in sight. The IPF, as it were, is even mentioned in classified CID documents. To call you an amusing bunch would be understating it. Sounds like there's a wild story there. It raises more than a few questions as far as the guild's concerned, but we can postpone that for another time. Now that your office has all hands on deck, we should be able to make a bit more progress inside the Martian Garden. For sure, there's more than enough work to sort out in the real world, but I'm catching a whiff of something here in the virtual one too. Whatever it is, might give us a link to that Crimson Eyesore. So we should try to make time to check this place out, even if it means doing Marduk's dirty work for him. Right. Don't have to tell me twice. I'll take any chance to put my chops to the test. This debugging stuff's a little over my head, but tell me how to help and I'll be there. I'm happy to oblige, both in my capacity as a Marduk concierge and as a provisional member of Arcade Solutions. We shall each do our utmost to assist in the investigation. Alright, so now I believe, I won't say who it is, but I believe there is only one more character to unlock in the base game for the Martian Garden, or just playable in general. I believe that there are 2 post-game characters that we get access to, but there should only be one more, unless I'm forgetting somebody, yeah, there should only be one more playable character that we don't have here yet. Oh wow, I totally forgot we have a ton of these. Oh yeah, so now that we've hit a certain level, we can kind of go past a little bit. I can't use all those because Agnes. We'll get Agnes above 25 when we switch to the other section. I would do it individually if I was doing a normal playthrough. Oh yeah, and you also get stuff for Grendel, by the way. You can buff up Grendel. Alright, cool. So now, I obviously want to keep the characters I'm currently using, so I'm actually gonna, let's backseat, Quater and Judith for now. Yeah, we're not gonna be using you for a while. I think this is fine, because I feel like these 8 are kind of like the core characters that you use for most of the game. I mean, obviously, you know, once we get the whole group together, it'll be everybody, but, not to spoil things too much, but Rune and the 2 Gralsritter members are kind of like a B team in terms of, like, how often you get to use them, in the game. So, I think I'll stick with this for now. Make sure these are the ones that are gonna be getting experience here. I don't believe we use Elaine during Part B of Act 2, but I know afterwards we'll be using her a lot again. So let's go ahead and do floor number 4. Oh, actually first. Yeah. Hold on. That'll help. Alright, now we can do it. So looks like we gotta do 4 floors here. By the way, you can totally choose to, like, not do the Martian Garden right now, if you really wanted to, but not only is it a good source of experience, but there is going to be a point in the game where you have to do it to, I don't know if you have to progress with the main story, but, like I mentioned before, there is a post-game cutscene to kind of lead into the next title, once you've cleared all the floors. So you will want to do it all eventually, and it's less tedious to do it as you're leveling because it actually feels worth it. Plus, I don't actually know if there's a point where it tells you, like, oh, you can't progress the main story until you've hit floor whatever. Because this is how I usually play it. I usually, it's just like, oh, it's unlocked, I'll go do it right away. It's nice that he marks with his normal basic attack as well. there goes Agnes hitting 25, so that'll mean that I have access to her other parts of her skill tree right now, so to speak. Yeah, so you have to do 4 of these, and then you get the boss.
さすがはバンさんですね。
やれやれまだ続くのか。
Alright, destroy the objects. Okay, that's pretty easy. I do like the ability to be able to upgrade our crafts, though. It does add a little bit more customization to playing the game. You know, kind of getting to decide what crafts you want to upgrade when.
ここらで区切りみたいだな。
Should probably just go back this way, I guess.
強敵だな。注意するぞ。
ここは物理攻撃がおすすめよ。
まだ続きがありそうだな。
悪くない宝箱だな。敵の群れだ。気をつけろ。
ここは物理攻撃がおすすめよ。強そうな敵。警戒しましょう。
Alright. One more zone, and then we fight the boss.
一区切りですね。引き続き頑張ります。
One large size monster, okay. We gotta find one.
良さそうな宝箱です。 ここは物理攻撃がおすすめよ。
I'm sure we'll be able to see it when we get close.
敵の集団。
It's probably gonna be the elephant, right?
強敵だな。気をつけて。容赦はしない。
気をつけなさい。ストチャーパント発動よ。
スタンダ正気。
Oh man, there's a lot of enemies here. You know what, Elaine, you're not gonna be used in this act much, so.
翼よ、導け。ナイツ・オブ・アスカリア。ブーストゲージが増えたぞ。スリンク。
Alright, well that helped. Still that guy over there, but let's handle this first.
気張ってけよ。これで決める。終わりだ。頼む。そこだ。
光。チャンスです。
Now I just gotta deal with this guy.
任せた。アニエス。
星の力よ、貫いて。
ここだ。
借りは返すぜ。
続いてバン。
レイジングブースター。
正気。にゃ。エレイさん。
正気。
甘い。
Nice.
まだまだ勝 精進あるのみよ。
Alright.
まだだ。
Nadia got a craft upgrade. So I don't know if it works this way in this game, but in the next game, with the upgrading crafts thing, like actually upgrading it with the shards, it's not actually required to use the items. If you just keep using the characters in battle, it'll just slowly level up on its own. I need more craft points. I'm not gonna waste any right now.
許さない。決めればカレー色フェンサーアリエスさん生きるジブリールガードスウィン君
あとは任せた。真打ち登場だ。
ガンガン行くぞ。
見せてやるよ。飛天の舞。
New craft for this game.
チャンスだ。
Lower stats of your enemy. Alright. Alright, Van's already now.
行けやオークレール。
翼よ導け。ナイツ・オブ・バスカリア。
チャンスだ。
このまま攻めるわよ。
Obviously want to, Red Bull. Oh, we are on fire.
このまま攻めるわよ。癒しはイノセントヒール。
悪くね
正気。これで決める。あとは任せたわ。私にお任せを。この調子でいきましょう。リゼットさん加速します。やったー。こっちのものね。
Well, let's do it.
この調子でいきましょう。
Would be kind of nice to S-craft right here, but we don't have enough for it. Oh yeah, that'll end it. Well, I didn't think about that. Alright, and we're done. With that, anyway. Now we can head back to, doing what we were doing here. Alright, let's check out some of these 4 SPGs, see what kind of jobs we're gonna be undertaking. Any monster exterminations? After being away so long in the capital, my brother Lee Long... Oh, I remember this one, okay. as well handle it since we're in the area. I believe we're going to the Bracer Guild. So you've come, Spriggan. Well, if it isn't the little girlie from the Gecko School. I heard that your big brother's here in Langport, Lee Leand, right? Though he was trying to put some space between himself and home. Thought he was trying to put some space between himself and home. If memory serves, he was working at a department store in Edith. Yeah, he's working at the, it's that 2-story building with the weapon shop on Station Street. He worked on the first floor. You said you wanted to have a bout with him while he's still here. Hasn't it been a while since you've seen each other? This is the only way he'll listen to me. I need your help to get it done. That's why I'm challenging him to a bout. Ideally, I'd like to pair with one of you for it. A fight between siblings. Maybe ask why you would do such a thing? My brother is next in line to take over as the head of the Gecko School. And yet, he's run off to the capital. I'd like to convince him to return home. The Gecko School's dojo. That's over in the second ward. You don't agree with what he's decided to do, so you want to fight him, win, and force him to take his responsibilities, is that it? Not exactly a complicated plan. And complicated is kind of our thing, you know. He seems pretty satisfied with his life in Edith, why not let him be? I understand the path he's chosen, but we were born to the main house of the Gecko School. As a family with deep roots here in Langport, we have a duty to our heritage. Well, that's probably why he left in the first place. Well, I get all that, but why can't you just fight him one-on-one? Because I want him to take the fight seriously, which I know he won't do if it's just me. That's why I'd like to duel him in a pair. If he has to deal with more than one opponent, he'll have to, no choice but to fight in earnest. Spriggan, please help me. Sure, why not? I like rewards. Yeah, I got it. We'll help you out. We know you guys pretty well, after all. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Alright, in that case, I'll pair up with you, Jiaoling. Been a while since I sparred with Li Lian. Wonder if he's got any new tricks. It does mean you'll be going up against both Van and your brother, though. That okay with you, B rank? What's that supposed to mean, brat? Mr. Wei, did you attend Jiaoling's dojo as a child? Yeah, I mostly just went here to play when I was a kid, but Li Lian helped train me sometimes. He used to be a real hard-ass, though, but I think I prefer that over the whole lazy bit he's been pulling lately. Back then, everyone in the dojo wanted to be just like him, the nostalgia. But now's not the time to be getting sentimental. Let's head over to the dojo. Alright. Like they said, it's in the second ward, so...
Go, go desu!
Yep, this is a guy we've definitely seen a lot. Well, if it isn't Van, you're a ways from Edith, friend. I'm surprised you knew I was... Ah, yes, my little sister. I'm sure this will be exciting. Brother, I demand we have a duel. Your skills have withered in your self-exile. As your family, it's my duty to beat you back into shape. Well, that's no way to greet your brother, Jiaoling. Right on the steps of the dojo, no less. Actually, I'll have you know I came here of my own volition to renew my sense of purpose. Like I believe it. You're just snooping around because Baba is out. Oof, saw right through me, huh? That was pretty easy. Sorry about my little sister trying to drag you into this mess, Van. Look, Jiaoling, I'm just a pharmacist now. I've already decided to leave the way of martial arts to you. I only came back here on a whim. Hey, would you guys mind escorting her home? Brother. Stop treating her like a child. She came here to talk to you about something serious. Don't you think you're being rude? She may be your little sister, but she still deserves your respect. You can at least hear what she has to say. I guess you're right. Very, thank you. Lilian, I've never given up on my dream of bringing you back to the dojo. So, if I win our duel, promise be that my dream will come true. In return, if I lose, I'll resign from my position as a bracer. What? Hey, hold on a second. Do we go that far? I see. You're very determined, aren't you, Xiaoling? After all, you even brought the Spriggan along. Which means you knew I wouldn't go along with this otherwise. I take it you understand my resolve then? Now let's... However, I cannot accept those terms. I'm assuming you plan on me pairing with Van. Someone from another school in a battle to decide who succeeds the Gekka. You see where I'm going with this, right? You have a point. He's got me there. Yeah, because he's a Kunlun student. I wonder who would make a good replacement. Not that I plan to help search for one, mind you. My poor old back would simply give out on me. Hey, I thought you were finally taking this seriously. Really didn't sound like you'd be budging anytime soon. So now we gotta find someone who can take Yan's place, huh? What a pain in the ass. A martial artist that can not only match Li Lian's superior skill, but also is a practitioner of the Gekka school. I doubt many fit the bill. There's gotta be someone we know. What about that guy at Lonkai Clinic? I see, yeah, I'm sure he'd be a good match. Let's go have a talk with him. I don't know off the top of my head who we're talking about, but sure. So, Lonkai Clinic is going to be in the first ward.
行くとすっか。いっぱい引っ掛けていくか。
この前は助かったわ、アーロン。
うまくいってんなら何よりで。
Aaron out here being a Spriggan when we aren't around. Oh, this guy?
お伺いしましょう。またお越しください。
Van gave a brief explanation of the situation to Shenli. I see. I thought I'd heard something about Li Lian's return. Please, if there's anything you could do to help us. As a bracer and as a member of the Gekka school, I'm sure you can imagine how I feel coming to you of all people. But if this is the only way to convince my brother, I have no problem asking a former young Shu for help. Former Sung Shout? I've heard the price is high for leaving the role of young Shu. Well, I won't deny it. Look, we have no intention of digging into your past. All we need is a little help. I'm assuming you know Li Lian? Yeah, I guess you could call us childhood friends. We used to go to the dojo together. There's lots of Gekka practitioners in Heiyu's ranks. I've never stopped training, but not because I want to keep up with my young Shu days. No, I keep training because I'm committed to never performing acts of violence ever again. I think that's more than enough about me, though. To be honest, I'm a bit skeptical of what Li Lian's true intentions are. Yeah, me too. In any event, the past doesn't matter now. I want you to help as my brother's childhood friend, not as a former Yongshu. I expect he remembers the core principle of the Gekka school. Violence is to be rejected, not embraced. Yeah, I remember Master Tai Long teaching us that. Why not give them a hand, then? Dr. Longkai. You're worried now. I think you should do as your heart desires. You're right. For the sake of an old friend, I accept your request. Thank you so much. I'm sure my brother will be thrilled. I was also hoping to finally get a sparring with Van, but it seems it just wasn't meant to be. Please, I'm more than happy to sit this one out. Maybe next time. Anyhow, please give me some time to prepare. I'll come by once I've finished up over here. Alright, let's head on back to the dojo. Alright, well, that was pretty painless. We didn't have to go running around too much. Oh, we got a blue marker here. Let's go do that first before we head back. I mean, it's over here, so it's got to be Jack and Holly, I assume. Yeah, Jack. You guys, huh? Kind of figured you'd show up eventually. All that commotion was definitely surprising yesterday, but most folks have just been going about their business as usual. Seems like that's Heiyu's doing, though. Guess they wanted to step in to keep things under control. Well, yeah, this might just be family trouble to them, but it's in their best interest to keep citizens from panicking. Anyway, we can assume that drinking first thing in the morning is your own brand of business as usual. Hey, this is still my first drink of the day, alright? Let a guy take the chance to relax. Oh, by the way, you guys familiar with Seven Hearts? That's the card game that's been real popular recently, right? It's my first time hearing of it. The rules are a bit different from other card games, but that doesn't stop me and Hallie from getting hooked on it. It's good for workers to take a break every now and then, don't you think? So what do you say about playing around? I don't think that sounded as convincing as you thought it would. Perhaps we'll take you up on the offer at a later time. Yep, 7 hearts. Another card, another mini game for you to play. But we're not gonna do that during this playthrough. That's just kind of, I guess we could do 1 round for the video. Why not? Pick a partner, Van. Give me a reset. Alright. Determined by effective use of art cards. There are 11 types of art cards, 4 attack types, 4 special types, and 3 higher element types, so like normal stuff. Each game will have 46 cards in play, 6 attack cards, each element, okay. Players can use 1 card per turn, but if any damage is currently stacked in the field, only certain cards can be played. Alright, I get the overall idea. So you can only play certain cards, so it is still just luck.
Sa, 始めるとすっか。
リタイアですか。
Oh.
残念です。
Well,
またお相手をお願いします。
alright. Well, we get the idea now. Even though I kind of killed Reset there.
さあ、出発すんぞ。
Brother, we found your match. So soon? Well, this certainly isn't who I was expecting. Been a while, Lilian. Now, even poor Shenli's been dragged into my baby sister's selfish schemes. I imagine you're not exactly thrilled to be here, huh? I'm just glad to get a chance to help a friend in need. Look, if you want to keep lazing around for the rest of your life, all you gotta do is win. No need for any of that sappy shit. But you're gonna have to clear up all that stuff you threw to the wayside. Your actions affect more than just you. I guess running away is a bad look. Alright, I accept your challenge, Xiaoling. That's all I wanted to hear. I wasn't sure you would accept. You've got this. I'll be expecting you not to pull your punches, Xiaoling. Now let's do this. Of course. We just control Aaron for this section. Damn. So they just copy Sao's craft and just make it more minor. Yeah, I'll let you land the finishing blow on your brother. We did it, Aaron. We won. Like there was ever any doubt. Oof, my bones haven't seen that much action in a long time. You don't even look that winded, Aaron. I didn't think I'd ever get to fight alongside you again, Shelly. Your skills sure have gone dull, though. Well, I can say the same about you. Let's just say we both did our best and leave it at that. You know, I think this duel has given me a better understanding of you, Lilian. And still, I believe you to be the best choice for taking over the dojo. You're more than qualified, even as you are now. It's what Baba wants, too. I'm glad to hear you say that, Jowling. Really, I am. However, I'm afraid I cannot honor your request. I'm sorry. But you promised. You said if I won, you'd take over the dojo. Unfortunately, little sister, that isn't quite what I said. Besides, don't you think it's a little strange for a person who just lost a duel to be put in charge of a martial arts school? Ugh, why are you so... The request was just for us to participate in the fight now that it's finished. Ah, screw it. I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to give him a little push in the right direction. Sympathize with Lilian. Yeah, let's go for it. Listen, Lilian, I know better than anyone how annoying kids can be, especially stubborn ones like her. They usually don't listen, and they can't stop sticking their nose where it doesn't belong, and they just plain run you ragged. Hey, why the hell does it sound like you got something to say to me? Because he does. But there's a time when kids have no choice but to face the truth, when they need to be told what they don't want to see for themselves. And isn't that the best time to give them a hand? I think I see your point. I can't give you a concrete answer at the moment, but... Whether or not someone is qualified to become the next master isn't simply a matter of martial prowess. There's also a deep sense of purpose, reputation, propriety. These are all necessary qualities for a master to have. And Xiaoling possesses all of them. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Well, you say that. Not to pile on with Girly here, but... I remember how the students of the dojo used to look up to you. You had a pretty good reputation back then. Just what the hell happened, man? Did something go down after I stopped coming to the dojo? Lilian. Wonder why he stopped training. You're acquaintances, aren't you, Mr. Arkwright? Yeah, but I wouldn't call us close. We've never really talked about stuff like that. I think I've kind of got an idea what happened, though. How disappointing. Heads up! Everyone alright? Yeah, I'm unharmed. Ugh. Swift as a demon, as always. Brother, are you alright? Yes, everything's fine. Huh, not bad. You protected the little girl too. Guess you still do carry the blood of the Gekka school. Why would you attack us like that? Because of you, my brother... Young Shu, who ended up at Longkai Clinic, huh? Better than where our own ended up, I suppose, but not quite as satisfying. Sorry I don't live up to your expectations. I felt some kind of energy in the area and decided to drop by. I'm pleased to see some familiar faces. Well then, I'll be taking my leave now. Too, unique of a design to be a generic NPC. Who was that? He might have come across as a jerk, but I'm sure you saw how powerful his technique was. Yeah, he's the one that's been stirring up rumors recently, the strongest Gekka practitioner there is. He's the one Ashton told us about, the foremost fighter of the Lai family. I see. That would explain his strength. Doesn't seem like he's involved in what's going on, though. And he just shows up and leaves like nothing. That info we got from before seems suspicious now. Yeah. He didn't even try to test my strength. I don't like him. I hope I never see him again. You know, he actually trained at the dojo about a year ago. Seemed like every student there wanted to challenge him. He defeated them all with ease. Including me. So that's why you lost your nerve. Yes, when he defeated me, I felt overwhelming gap between our abilities. It was too much for me to overcome. But I believe I now understand the reason for our differences. Huh? Well, that's not what I expected. This doesn't mean that I'm going to return to the way of martial arts, though. However, the emptiness of my soul feels a bit more full now. Brother. Anyway, I believe our father ought to be returning soon. I think I'll take my leave here. Jiaoling, I'm sorry for leaving you with such a heavy burden. Hold on, we're not done here. Well, that was pretty weird interruption. Still, at least everything turned out alright in the end. Yeah, I'll say. We should probably keep an eye out for that guy in the future, though. Lilian. I trust you'll be able to move forward with your life now. I guess that's his father.
これで幕引きだ。
Yep, that gets us up. Now we gotta work on chaos a little bit. Alright, well that's one 4 SPG done. Let's, before we end the video, let's at least grab to see what we're gonna be going into next.
さて
Every year, all the restaurants in Langport hold a competition to judge who can prepare the best dish. Okay. So we're not a non-fighting one this time. Alright, so we're going to end things off here. So next time we'll handle these other 2 4 SPGs before we start gathering more info on the trader. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.